Hey guys, how you doing? It's Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB previews and predictions today for Thursday. It is May 1st. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Thirsty Thursdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report. Come and get a free 7-day pass. All you got to do is click the link in the description. It's going to take you to the website, fill out the form, and you will get a free 7-day pass courtesy of ATSstats.com. All right, got a good one today at PNC Park at 12:35 first pitch. You got Paul Skeens going up against Colin Rea of the Chicago Cubs. Now, bookmakers making the Bucks a 135 favorite. 7.5 is your total, and we're going to lean with on the computer pick 4.3 to 3.7, the over-under at 8. So we do have this total going over the total on the computer selection. And guys, anytime I do the computer picks, these are the analytics, and I'm giving you the predictions according to the forecast of the analytics. But stay tuned after the show. I'm going to give you my free pick on this game here between the Cubs and the Bucks, and I'll show you some stats supporting my selection. All right, looking at the Pittsburgh Pirates last 10 games, 4-6 straight up, 5-5 when it comes to the over-under, where the Chicago Cubs are 6-4 straight up, 6-4 to the over. You got C neutral against B neutral. And we'll take a look in just a few minutes, and I do have a selection on this game you don't want to miss. All right, St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Minus 122 is the line. You got Andrew Abbott going against Matthew Liberatore for the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, the Cards winning yesterday 6-0 or last game against the Cincinnati Reds. Well, the Reds, Miles Mikolas went for the Cards. So, big win here yesterday for Cincinnati. Today, first pitch at the Great American Ballpark. The Great American Ballpark, say that real quick. It's 12:40 Eastern, minus 122. We have a Cincinnati victory today, 4.8 to 4.5, the over-under, landing on 9.37. Arizona Diamondbacks, big win last night at Citi Field, 4-3 was the final. Today, New York Mets going to send Kodai Senga against Zach 10-gallon hat for the D-backs. Minus 166 is the line, 8 is the total. And we got the Mets winning this one on the analytics, 4.4 to 3.5, the over-under, landing on 7.97. So we do like this game to stay under the total. New York Mets 7-3 last 10, while for the Arizona Diamondbacks, 7 of their last 10 baseball games have gone over the total. All right, Seth Lugo going to go here for the Kansas City Royals. He'll be up against Shane Baz of the Tampa Bay Rays. Now the Rays a 166 favorite, 8 is your total. And we do have Tampa Bay winning this one, 4.5 to 3.7, the over-under, landing on 8.22. So we do like this game to go over the total. Last night was a 3-0 win for Kansas City. Their last 2 games have been victories, and also they went under the total, while the Rays' last 5 games have gone under the total. And we'll see if this one goes over or under today at George Steinbrenner Field. Cleveland Guardians coming off a 4-2 wins over the Twinkies. And today, Ben Lively getting the nod against Simeon Woods Richardson. Now the bookmakers making the Twins a 112 favorite. 9 is your total. And we do have Minnesota on a tight one here. 4.6 to 4.2. The over-under at 8.88. A little lucky right there, eh, if you're superstitious. So 8.88. So we do like this game to stay under the total. Looking at some of the stats and trends here, you can see that Minnesota's on a 2-game losing streak, while the Guardians have won their last 2. And also, both these teams' first 2 games in this series have gone under the total. Milwaukee taking on the Chicago White Sox. You got Sean Burke going against Chad Patrick for the Brew Crew. Minus 185 is the line, and 8.5 is the total. Last night, a 6-4 victory for Milwaukee went over the total, and Milwaukee's now on a 3-game win streak. Today, we got Milwaukee winning 5.3 to 3.7, the over-under, landing on 9.16. So we do like this game to go over the total. And looking at the Chicago White Sox, 3-7 in their last 10 contests. Oakland Athletics, I keep calling them Oakland. They're it's still Oakland to me, but until they get a new home, we'll call them Oakland Athletics. But it is the Athletics taking on the Texas Rangers. Minus 162 is the line, 8.5 is the total. And last night, a 7-1 victory for the Athletics. Today, Jeffrey Springs going up against Tyler Mahle of the Texas Rangers. And Mahle on the season is 3-0, a 1.14 ERA, while Jeffrey Springs 3-3, a 6.04 ERA for the lefties, so that's a kind of a high ERA. We'll see if this one flies over the total. We got the total landing on 8.79, and we got the Texas Rangers winning 4.8 to 3.95. Philadelphia Phillies off a 7-2 win. They're now on a 4-game win streak. Today, they're sending Taijuan Walker to the hill against Brad Lord of the Nationals. 6:45 is the first pitch. And we do have Philly winning this one 5.3 to 4.3, the over-under, landing on 9.67. So we do like this game to stay under the total. The Nationals 4-6 last 10. The value index in this game, I had Philadelphia at minus 255, and you're getting a little bit of a nice little discount of minus 180. And we do have the Phillies beating the Nationals. All right, big comeback last night for the Toronto Blue Jays. They were down 6-0 that game, and they won it. 7-6 was the final. Today, Jose Barrios going up against Tanner Houck of the Boston Red Sox. Now, the Bull Sox a 112 favorite, 8.5 is the total, and Computer Pick does like Boston here, 4.6 to 4.2, the over-under, 8.96. So we do like this game to fly over the total. Last 5 games for Boston have gone over the total, and the Kogo in this game today is at 36%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. All right, Detroit Tigers off a 7-4 win last game against Houston. They're sending Casey Mize to the hill against Yusei Kikuchi of the LA Angels. 9:38 first pitch tonight at Angel Stadium. And we do have the Tigers as a 125 favorite. 8 is the total. And we got Detroit winning 4.1 to 4.01. The over-under, 8.16. So we do like this game to fly over the total. Looking at the last 10 games for both these teams. Man, the Angels started really hot this season. Now they've cooled off. 2-8 in the last 10, while the Tigers are 6-4. And your final game of the evening will be played at Oracle Park at 9:45 Eastern. Minus 258 is the line. 7.5 is the total against the Rockies. And today you got Justin Verlander against Kyle Freeland. And you know what? Freeland, probably the best pitcher for the Rockies, even though he's 0-4, a 5.93 ERA. Colorado's having a struggle, let's be honest. When you're 5-24, hey, I don't know what it's like putting lipstick on a pig. You just can't do it, right? Kyle Freeland, the lefty, he did look not too bad at times this year. If I look at his, go inside his numbers, the 31-year-old pitcher for the Rockies. So if you go to game 1 against Tampa Bay, 6 innings, 67 pitches, 2 hits, 0 runs earned. That was probably his best start of the year against Tampa Bay. And then when you look at at Philadelphia, 9 hits, Milwaukee 8, San Diego 8 hits, Washington not too bad. He went not too bad. He went 2 innings. That was pretty bad. 2 innings, 36 pitch, 3 hits, 3 runs, and you got to get his K's up right there. Anyways, last start wasn't a great one. We'll see if he can bounce back against Justin Verlander. I think there's value here on the Rockies. If you like Colorado, take him on the run line. San Francisco is a very good team, 19-12 in the season. But San Fran's the play. But I got a feeling you might want to take the value on the Rockies on the run line. All right, I'm going to go back to that game between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Paul Skeens going against Colin Rea of the Chicago Cubs. And I'm going to go get their stats right now. Skeens 3-2 in the year. Colin Rea 1-0, a 0.96 ERA. Now, if you follow the Raymond Report, you know that we talk about teams with a 60 or higher win percentage are A-type teams. Teams with a 50 to 59.9 are B-type teams. And teams with a losing record, like Pittsburgh here, it was 12-19. We call those C-type teams, right? And you look at the Raymond Report. Now, yesterday was a win for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we go back to the strength of schedule database. Anytime you got a C-type team like Pittsburgh at home against a B-type team like the Cubs, and they're coming off a win, what's the record for the home team? 4-15. That's why I'm going to lean with the Chicago Cubs today against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And even though they're in tough against Paul Skeens, but I think Rea can probably match him pitch for pitch today. And if he can give us 5 to 6 good innings, I think the bullpen will take care of the rest. So there you have it. That is my free selection today. The Chicago Cubs at plus 115 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And let's see if we can put some cash in your pocket. All right, guys, don't forget, you can get a free Raymond Report 7-day trial. All you got to do is go to the website, atsstats.com, click on the link, fill out the form, and we'll hook you up with a 7-day pass. Cheers.